Keep an eye out for opportunities for loot when they arise, like now.
Meine Lieben, einen wunderschönen Hallihallöchen. Herzlich willkommen zu World of Warcraft Midnight. Ich bin Mr. Foda. Und ja. Hallo Ina. Ina. Harati. Nice. Bleibt jetzt nämlich hier vorne gleich stehen. Mal wieder ein Vergnügen, das zu machen. Was? Eine neuen Glocke. So.
There you are. Unfortunately, our fears were well founded.
I learned the value of Owena's resolve when I left Haranda with her the first time. I will not let her flounder on her own. The rift of Aln is dangerous beyond measure, but I will find a way to help. Aln dust is rare and dangerous to gather. It empowers our connection to Onhara's bounty in its purest state, lets us record our histories for posterity, and protects us against the corruptive influences of the world beyond. The Haranir elders are responsible for controlling and governing the use of what Ondas we have. Even for us, it is to be used only in times of sacred rite or grave danger. I am not surprised that the elders refused Owena's request. To them, the world beyond the roots may as well not exist. Why should they burn through their precious supplies on behalf of soil they shall never walk upon?
Go, now.
We returned to where we started, but this time you have been blessed by the goddess,
and we have evidence that the spread of the light bloom may be stalled. The way forward is not yet clear, but I feel that we are closer. Finally, we have a moment to breathe. This is where we feel closest to the goddess. We are below the cradle where she used to rest. The elders will not allow us to use any of the ondas they have gathered over the centuries. They see only what the goddess asked of us before, not what her world needs now. Ondust is rare, but there are ways to get it. Ask around. I will check elsewhere.
The elders will not sacrifice any of the Ondust. We must find another way.
Aber jetzt mal.
Ask around the den. Glean what wisdom you can.
Jetzt mal ehrlich. Was ist denn das Zeug? Dieses Renown-Zeug. Ist eigentlich trotzdem das gleiche wie also es ist im Endeffekt Reputation. Und ich meine, man kriegt pro Renown-Stufe neue Sachen, die man freischalten kann. Das war schon immer so. Man hat halt ein neues UI-Menü dafür. Das ist der einzige Unterschied. Also im Endeffekt haben die das gleiche, einfach mal Copy-Paste-C mit einem UI-Unterschied. Mit einem fancy, neuen, passenden UI und das ist halt immer noch im Classic-Ding drin. Weißt du? Oder übersehe ich da irgendwas? Keine Ahnung. Ich bin da echt zu raus immer. Aber so für so einen Returning-Player wie mich hört sich das an wie einfach... Wir haben... Keine Ahnung. Und ich meine, es ist ja sogar hier trotzdem in dem Tab drin, so. Ja, aber ja. Keine Ahnung. Ich meine, ich habe ja nichts dagegen. Ne? Ist ja alles cool. Das finde ich ist generell schön. Also sollten auch die alten Reputation-Dinger generell funktionieren, aber ja, es ist im Endeffekt das gleiche. Ah, jetzt haben wir die ganzen Quests. Ganz Quests. Boah. Krass. Da haben wir ein bisschen was. Aber ich freue mich. Naja.
Ah, the outsider who saved Harmara. Word travels fast through Onhara's roots. No doubt Elder Hagar was grateful for your aid. She would never admit it. But things have been difficult since the roots above her village burned. The Rutani and Fungarians each grow bolder in their eccentricities, and the lingering flare. Upsun Teldrassil's roots present a constant threat. If your travels afford another trip to Harmara, I do not doubt she would benefit from additional help. Welcome, stranger. Find comfort here.
Our traditions exist for a reason. They protect us and this land. It is not for the young to question.
Welcome, stranger. Find comfort here.
Und wenn jetzt da das Bild anzeigt, das war doch gestern, oder das war doch sonst nicht, oder?
Go quietly. Travel swiftly.
Naja, egal.
Welcome, stranger. Find comfort here.
Okay. Herr Flauschi. Ich finde, das passt richtig zu ihm, oder? Das ist doch ein Herr Flauschi. Was das wäre, das Ding.
All waters in Harandar are sacred. They feed the roots of the world and Anhara's myriad creations in equal measure. Perhaps none are more spectacular than those that fall from the roots of the tree called Nordrassil. To the north, you will find Harquai. The rains that fall from the sky there carry a remarkable vitality. If you wish to witness all of Anhara's majesties, then a trek to Harquai will serve you well.
Hunt fiercely.
I appreciate all the help you've given our people.
Dust is limited, so we must call the areas where the light bloom is most active. A large attack only causes the light bloom to spread. A few, striking the most dangerous, that is best.
Oh shit. Oops. Oh, lag. Übelster Lag. Was ist überhaupt Landing Whale? Oh fuck.
Invading our gardens has a price, and the light bloom will make sure you pay it.
So this is where Rumia has hidden himself.
Das Grün ist jetzt verwirrend. Ich dachte einfach, das ist freundlich vorher. Also deshalb, muss echt besser aufpassen. Jetzt fällt es mir erst so auf, weil ich mir dachte so, ach so, deswegen hat sich das gar nicht so alarmend angefühlt. Grün. Das wird ja meistens als freundlich kennzeichnet. Das ist ein Endeavor-Task. Warum haben wir den completed? Ich wusste gar nicht, dass wir so einen haben.
Charging. Move. Soak beam. Charging. Move. Knocking back. Watch your step.
Oh, fuck. Ich dachte, die sind... Ja. Ich bin echt... richtig stoned.
Knocking back.
Nein! Oh Mann.
Watch your step.
Das Addon wusste schon vorher, wo er das hinmacht, Alter. Das ist auch bloß, weil es von Bliss ist.
They can take us below, but swiftly. I would not expose them to the light bloom long.
With the light bloom, I can restore the Haranir to what we must be. But you stand in my way.
I will block the root ways. He will not escape again.
Phase change.
Power! Burn for me!
Watch your step.
Punish you all! Lights, Ra!
Watch your step.
I call the light! Hear me roar! Bleed for your crimes! No chance!
in the goddess has become hatred. Is this what Lightbloom does?
Manchmal.
A precision attack. I should have called for everyone. That looks dangerous. We must destroy it before they finish infusing it.
Ads coming. Ads coming.
The light bloom is persistent. We too must be. You hail from above.
Owena's petal wing looks at you expectantly.
I appreciate all the help you've given our people.
I will watch for you.
I appreciate all the help the
You
honored
would have us
Jordan
spare
here can
Alda
tell
for
you
the
more.
sake of outsiders. Absurd. She, of all people, knows the cost to gather it. If she wants to waste it, then she can brave the rift for it herself.
Speak. Where would you like to fly?
I wish to help Orwena, but she will not want to go where she must go.
Okay.
You have been permitted to range about beneath our goddess's light, but that doesn't mean we trust you out of hand. If you wish to prove yourself a friend to the Haranir, make yourself useful in Harathur. It is there that we make the paints for our murals and watch over the newest routes to seek the goddess's light.
Oh, war ich gerade gemutet? Okay.
Orwena, I beg you. You know we're on the falls. Those who walk the rift without guidance risk being forever lost.
Hagar may no longer be a root warden, but she holds wisdom beyond measure. I believe she would not lead Orwena astray.
When the goddess was torn from her cradle, the violence left wounds that will not heal. Her screams of anguish give life to formless terrors and drive those who enter mad.
In the end, we must figure this out for ourselves.
Let nature take its course.
I have warned Orwena of the dangers and madness that lay within the Rift of All, but she believes it is her only path forward. I envy her faith. Someone can help her show the way. The Shulka. The Adventurers of Shadows. They have sacrificed everything to protect the Haranir from the effects of the Rift. I will let one know that you need help.
Sorry, Leute.
You will
Sorry,
find
mein
him
Geist.
in the Veil of Mists.
If you must go, you will need the Shulka. How you feel about him cannot change that.
I know, but neither does it change the past.
I believe we are doing the right thing. We will see this through to the end, no matter the risk.
Wow. Yo, was? What? Wo ist er? Okay. Analus.
After all this time, you return and seek entry into the rift. You have not changed at all, Orwena. Speak
The goddess
quickly,
no longer sits in her
quietly.
cradle, but her The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but her influence remains. The Rift of On is too dangerous a place for Harania to enter. I severed my connection to the goddess to be able to serve. You would be wise to heed my words, unless you wish to meet a swift end in the rift below. Number the ritual of our initiation, scars our spirit. It changes us, and it deafens us to the echoes of the goddess's song. It is a lonely existence, but it allows us to walk in places where our kin cannot. In the silence, we are shrouded from the rift's maddening cries.
But what about your faith? What about your faith?
The barest hint of a grin spreads beneath a Marek's cowl.
You are well-traveled, friend of Orwena. So tell me this. Does the gift of belief fade with distance? Yes, the path of the Shulka is a lonely one. But do not mistake our ways as faithless. My belief in Anhara is stronger now than it has ever been. Because I know that she calls for me, even if I cannot hear. The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but I have given up my connection to the goddess to protect my people from the dangers of the Rift of On. I do not believe anyone should ever... The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but her influence remains. The Rift of On is too dangerous a place for Harania to enter. I severed my connection to the goddess to be able to serve. You would be wise to heed my words. Unless you wish to meet a swift end in the rift below.
Hunt well.
The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but her influence... The presence of the goddess reverberates through everything in the Rift of On. The voice is too powerful for Harania to resist. In mere minutes, one of our flock would...
I return to
The goddess no longer... You must see with your own eyes the effects that the Rift of On can have on any Harania. Even those who stand guard over the border are oft affected by its core. Take this. I use it as an emergency salve to help those who are stricken of the dangers of On. Patrol these lands and give aid to those who need it. Perhaps then, you will understand the gravity of what you seek to do.
Walk quietly, go safely.
The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but her influence remains.
If you insist on doing this, then you need to protect your mind and spirit with the Ulm dust.
Wears on me.
Take the early advantage and get your spoils.
It's too much. I will watch for you. Yes? You may speak. Wild guide you. Still hear it. I still hear it. I'm ready to perform the Shulka's ritual. It will protect us when we enter the Rift of Ulm. For a time.
Okay.
I
You
believe
have
we
come
are doing
far,
the right
stranger.
thing. We will see this through to the end, no matter the risk. I
have
will let
found
your
them.
young companion know what to do with the
You've
Ondust.
brought
My
us
hands
both
tingle
here.
where the Ondust touches. A curious feeling, not unwelcome. The honored Shulka told me how to manipulate the Ondust to protect Haranir in the rift. It seemed difficult, but with its magic swelling in me, I feel that it should be doable. It is sobering to see the effects of the rift on my peoples, but Amarak's interference has given me unintended hope. I must go into the rift to search for Hagar's answer, and with the Shulka's help, I may even survive this ordeal. Amarak told me how to prepare Ondust to create the salve. In small doses, Ondust can strengthen the mind against madness and terror. It offers clarity and peace, but only if expertly employed. I could use your help to set an anchor to this place, adventurer. The ritual is delicate, and failure could be disastrous.
Wild guide you will.
Her voice is gone. I have never felt so alone. Is this Amarak's life?
I
So,
cannot hear the voice of the
path
goddess.
leads you
I
here.
hate it. How does Amarak live like this? With this, I will be able to venture down into the Rift of Ulm. I will not have long.
May you lend your song.
This ritual only imitates the Shulka sacrifice. It is neither permanent nor perfect. We must hurry and find Amarak.
Okay.
He's not here. The ward. I need more Ondust, friend. Hurry. I can hear the voice of the goddess now, but only as a whisper. How do the Shulka endure this emptiness?
Wahrscheinlich Drogen. Drogen und höchstwahrscheinlich auch dann Sex mit diesem Pilzwesen. Wesen. Also ich schätze mal, dass so bei denen sowas abläuft. Ich weiß es ja nicht. Vielleicht ist es ja auch umgekehrt. Vielleicht werden die von den Pilzen bestäubt.
I drift along a cloud of sound, my friend. She comforts me. She welcomes me. I... I sense her call within the creature. It is born of Alnara. It could never hurt me.
Blackened roots. Focus, Owena. Listen to my voice.
No, the goddess. She... Amarak? My friend.
Speak
The goddess
quickly.
no longer sits in her
Quietly.
cradle, but her influence remains. The Rift of Ulm is too dangerous a place for Haranir to enter. I severed my connection to the goddess to be able to serve. You would be wise to heed my words, unless you wish to meet a swift...
You've learned.
The
Now
goddess no
go.
longer sits... That manifestation is one of the purest forms of Ulm.
Ja, dann muss man doch irgendwas einstellen
My
können,
ward will distract it only for so long.
dass das
We must
nicht
move
jedes
quickly.
Mal losgeht, oder? Dass man das einmal, weiß schon. Hat nicht so gut
The
geklappt, wie ich
goddess
mir
no
das
longer
vorgestellt
sits
habe.
in her cradle, but her influence remains. The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but her influence remains.
Oh mein Gott.
The Rift of On is too dangerous a place for Harania to enter. I severed my connection to the goddess to be able to serve. You would be wise to heed my words. The goddess no longer sits in her cradle.
Warum,
but her
warum passiert
influence
das jetzt?
remains. The Rift of On is too dangerous a place for Harania to enter. I severed my connection to the goddess to be able to serve. You would be wise to heed my words.
Okay.
The goddess no longer sits in her cradle.
Alter.
I found you while I was in the middle of one of my duties.
What? Gone. Stolen. Where has she gone?
On higher!
I
please.
believe we are doing the right thing. We will see this through to the end, no matter the risk.
You took her! Stole her away! I'll kill you all! He is not fully lost, but he must be removed from the rift immediately. Undust power is of the goddess herself. If it can help your cause, Owena, then I will help you gather it.
The
Ask
goddess no longer
if
sits
you
in her
must.
cradle.
Speak
Another
quickly,
soul saved.
quietly.
This is why I do this. Hero, all my sacrifices, shutting myself from the voice of the goddess, is worth it for The
Hunt
goddess no
well.
longer sits in her cradle.
Alter, wenn ich das noch einmal höre.
You like goods, don't you? Then find them.
We are preparing to fight a giant manifestation. Let me emphasize this again. We must fight just one. If we fight two at a time, we would have no chance of survival. Place these wards around the rift to draw the others away. They will not last long, but we will need every advantage we can gain. The goddess no longer sits in her cradle. Within every creature within the rift of Within every creature within the rift of Thrums, a gathering of the foundation of the goddess's influence. This Aundust yearns to merge with others of its ilk. Part of my duties as the Shulka is to make sure to keep the number of large manifestations low so they do not overwhelm the den. It is easiest to do that while they are small. Take this spear. You may use it to shatter the smaller creatures down to trivial sizes. The goddess no longer sits in her cradle. I have been pondering what Hagar could have meant from the moment Owena mentioned an answer to your problems. There are no mystical fountains, no weapons. Everything in the rift is created from the same source. Ondust, the distillation of the influence of the goddess. If we hunt a large manifestation, you will have the power of creation in its purest form. We cannot defeat it without help. Search the rift and look for fungi large enough to cultivate. I can use them to give us an edge.
Walk quietly in the rift's darkest depths. All dust coalesces into the monstrosities before you. The manifestations pose a grave danger, but they are also the most plentiful source of all dust.
Schauen wir mal, alles rauskommt. Nochmal kämpfen wir eh nicht gegen einen. Bis dahin ist der Debuff wieder abgelaufen. Nice. What's happening? War wieder der Stun-Bug, Alter. Nice. Oh.
We would
The
not
goddess
have
no
made
longer
it
sits in
here
her cradle,
without you.
but her influence
Alter,
remains.
halt's
The
Maul.
rift of
More
that must
questions?
be enough. The goddess no longer sits in her. Well done.
If you must.
The goddess. Any
More
advantage that we can
questions?
have against the manifestation will give us a better chance to survive. We might have a chance with
if
this.
you must.
I'll be able to coat my weapons with this and craft a powerful poison. The
Walk
goddess no longer
quietly,
sits in her
go
cradle.
safely.
We have
Listen
one chance
and
at this
learn.
only. I pray we have prepared enough.
You learn. These will give us a fighting chance to take down a manifestation.
Could we not gather dust from easier prey?
Even average-sized manifestations offer very little alm dust. You would be hunting for years just to gather a thimble's worth.
Klassiker.
More questions?
The Boon of Alacrity? Bei Terminator.
Grab the alm dust now. Be swift.
The goddess no longer sits in her cradle. The power of the Rift of Alm is beyond mortal comprehension. I thought I would never see this with my own eyes. And yet here we are. Make this worth it.
Alm dust bolsters our people's power over nature. It should be enough to counteract the light bloom's rapid growth.
We did what Hagar asked of us to do. The next step will be to test this on something, or someone afflicted with the light bloom. It may be difficult to find the light bloom in enough quantities in Harandar, but I believe we will find what we need at Haralnar. I will meet you there.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Thank you, Amarak. I owe you more than I can say.
I believe we are doing the right thing. We will see this through to the end, no matter the risk.
To think I ever accused you of casting away your faith in the goddess?
You have always heard her song with clarity. I was called to serve in other ways. You find your faith by listening. I must practice mine by remembering. I know she sings, even if I cannot hear her. I was called to the path of the Shoka, but not like you are called to yours. I hope you can understand that.
I do, now. I am sorry it took me so long.
Few understand the strength of our faith. They fear it, because it differs from their own. But we serve her, all the same.
I will see you again.
That is unwise. This place brings you much pain.
As does losing my friend. Goddess guide you, Shuka Amarak.
I believe we are doing the right thing.
Sure. Whee!
It came from above. Within a few days, it overtook all of Xal'atath.
Welcome.
That looks like
May
a
I offer you
treasure
rest
out in
or
the
sustenance?
distance. Don't miss this opportunity.
Wild guide you.
I am the Rutani Pharaoh. I speak for my grove. This one understands. I am the Rutani. We have left our homes. Here we will return. Sky. Grow.
The Rutani have escaped their nearby villages to Haralner. The guards have told me that some of them have been afflicted with the light bloom, yet have not succumbed to its effects. This may be our best opportunity to test the Ondust's powers. Time is of the essence. Something keeps troubling me about this hero. Where is the Root Warden? Ruia has a solemn duty to watch over the World Tree and the land around it. He should be here, with his people in need. So where could he be when they are in crisis? What is he thinking? I am sure that we can find clues to where he has gone if we search his town. Perhaps we can learn more about his state of mind along the way.
This one has lost many to this light bloom. If these ones offer hope, then this one shall listen.
With Alnhara's grace, the Ondust will protect these Rutani, as it did Ionka.
I arrived at Haralner shortly before you. There is clearly a huge problem here.
Owenna, it is good to see you back. To see you well.
And you. I hope you have forgiven me.
It is not you who needs forgiveness. Alnhara has asked too much of you.
She was hurting. She is hurting.
She is a goddess. She should not have made you walk this path. Not.
Alone? Alnhara did ask much of me, and I asked much of you. You followed my path only as far as you were meant to, and I was never alone.
travel safely. You need wares?
Where would you like to
claws are
fly?
ready.
Oh.
The light burns. If it must.
Let burn, if it must. Perfekt zusammenpasst.
This one awakens.
Das ist auch
This
klar.
one changes no more.
It works. At last, we have a way to fight back.
This one is grown to
It hurts me
listen.
so much to see. The
So,
Ondust may not
your
be able to
path
recover
leads you
someone
here.
who has fully fallen to the light bloom, but it should be able to inoculate those from further corruption. That
Do
must
not
be enough.
fear the dark.
What did the roots bring? Onhara watch over you. You need much. Now you are ready.
Oh. Das sieht auch ein bisschen aus wie eine Original.
This is troubling news. The light bloom hasn't seemed to affect any Haranir thus far. Has it somehow infested the root warden, or is this his pride speaking? He has always been a zealous one, but we must move quickly. We can now go to the roots of Shaladrassil and stop the light bloom, spreading even further into Harandar. We have enough Ondust to inoculate any Haranir who are willing to risk their lives to follow us into battle. Find them, adventurer, and give them the Ondust.
May you lend your...
Distribute the Ondust to the warriors here. It will empower them to strike back against the light bloom.
I am ready to fight. They won't corrupt my beloved Harandar.
Walk carefully.
I would hate to be driven from my home. Like these poor Ritani. I want to help them out.
Guide you. Listen
How
to
is
the
this weird
roots.
light bloom spreading across our land? I always thought we'd be safe here in
and be
Harandar.
safe.
Listen to the roots. Go and be safe. You have come far. Anhara watches.
Oh, yes, my goddess.
Hey, Movie. Okay. Ach ja, bin ich gespannt, Leute. Aber ich freue mich schon richtig auf die Sunwell-Story. Weil ich muss sagen, das Gebiet ist ganz cool, aber so die Story dahinter finde ich echt langweilig. Also, weiß nicht. Zieht sich richtig stark gerade.
Roots guide you home.
Oh Gott, das ist erst das zweite Kapitel. Ja gut, das ist auf jeden Fall das Ende vom zweiten Kapitel gleich. Ja, ich weiß nicht. Also, ich finde es ein bisschen langweilig gestaltet mit dem Leibblumen und alles. Weiß ich nicht. Finde ich irgendwie im Vergleich zur Hauptstory, was sonst passiert, das ist so, ich weiß nicht der Yin-Yang-Ausgleich, sondern der Dämpfer, der runterzieht irgendwie. Weil es sich halt so lange streckt. Also, würde jetzt da ein bisschen mehr Void-Action dazwischen kommen, okay, cool. Ich meine, vielleicht passiert es jetzt in dieser Cutscene oder danach. Aber dann ist es meiner Meinung nach trotzdem an der falschen Stelle. Also man hätte schon viel früher kommen müssen. Weil ich finde, sowas baut man ein, bevor sich's zieht. Naja, mal schauen.
All too easy.
This is so much more than what the Root Warden said. How has the light bloom spread so much, so quickly? We've gathered the Haranir we have available and distributed the Alndust. We have everything we need, but they need to be able to safely enter the area. Scouts have told us that the creatures spreading the light bloom are protected by a shield. We must stop them. We will also need to thin their numbers. Get on the Hummingbird, Adventurer, and let's clear the way.
Striking at individual blooms is not enough. We'll need to take drastic action. To think that Eversong's light would wreak such havoc in Harrendar.
Now, we can begin. It hurts me so much to see this, my beautiful home, lost. This is a threat that could destroy all of Harrendar if left unchecked. That is why we will pull this out at the root. The Rutani, who did not have the time to escape this place, must be fully corrupted by now. Unfortunate, but it makes our plan of attack simple. Their leaders must be spreading the light bloom. We must strike them down. It hurts me so much to see the Haranir had a presence by the roots of Shaladrassil as a sign of goodwill with the cultures that live within our home. When the guards retreated, they left some of our treasured mementos and artifacts. Since the spread of the light bloom has been greater than I ever expected, I do not know when we'll be able to come back. Let's find those artifacts in the blinding gloom and bring them home. It hurts me so much the growths that help them spread the light bloom so quickly should be vulnerable after your attack from the air. But we still need to destroy them. Return to the blinding bloom and uproot the spreaders before they can recover from our attack.
The madness has overtaken the roots. We must stop it here.
Okay. Ach, da. Mode. Die Motto. Lol, jetzt... ich wusste das gar nicht, dass das Pad auch geheilt wird dabei, Mann. Schisch. So, raus bin ich beim Hunter, ey. Oder generell. Hey, wow.
is vibrant where it has already taken root, the All-Dust-aided attacks seem effective in limiting additional growth and propagation. For now, the rest of Haranda should be safe from further spread.
Nice. Sick, dann sind wir jetzt gleich 89. So, dann haben wir Blade 2,5 Stunden für ein Level. Davor hat es echt länger gedauert. Also es kommt wirklich drauf an. Ich meine, okay, gut, da ist eine Dungeon mit dabei, aber trotzdem. Ich glaube, beim anderen war auch Dungeon mit dabei, oder? Naja.
It hurts me so much to see this. My beauty. It would be good to bring some of these items back in our hands. These artifacts pale in importance to the lives of those involved here, but it is good to have them back. I wish we could save everyone, but a gruesome but necessary task. I pray this will help us all. We may have stemmed the malignant growth, but we have so many more questions than answers. How did this happen? How did this grow so much? How did Ruya not understand the extent of the calamity? Adventurer, we must return to the cradle immediately. The elders must know what happened today.
Go with the wind.
It hurts me so much to see this, my beautiful home, lost.
Our efforts in the blinding bloom have halted the light bloom's encroachment for now. But with Rootwood and Ruya gone, there are scarce few who remain to handle the rest of the village's troubles. I am going back to Haralno to help out where I can. Yes? If you have the time and the...
Okay. Ich hätte lieber hier einen Punkt, Mann. Okay, das ist schon sick eigentlich.
Orwenna, champion. Thank goodness. Eversong is in danger.
Mal wieder.
While you were searching for answers in the Rift of Aln, I went back to Silvermoon to consult the Magisters. We barely had time to discuss our findings before we received word from the runestones north of Farstrider Retreat. Something has whipped the Lightbloom into a frenzy. If we don't act now, all of Eversong could be lost. I only hope Orwena's elders recognize the looming threat. At first, they didn't believe a word I said. Ramith thought I was mocking him somehow. But Ianka's seed piqued their interest. All they could provide were theories. Their most plausible one is that the Sunwell's hyperactivity spread the light's influence through the Earth itself, straight into Eversong's trees and roots. And since all roots lead to Harandar.
Haldoran gestures toward the roots of Shaladrassel.
In the days of Legionfall, Shaladrassel's roots succumbed to the shadow. Perhaps that made them uniquely susceptible to the spreading light of the Sunwell.
Keep an eye out for opportunities.
While you were searching for answers in the Rift of Aln, I went back to...
Okay. Ich bin echt gespannt. Also, wie gesagt, die Story, es ist jetzt nicht so, dass es richtig langweilig ist, sondern die haben einfach nur das mit den Lightblumen hier schlecht umgesetzt. Also irgendwas fehlt meiner Meinung nach da, wo den Plot erstens mal spannend hält. Also es war die ganze Zeit, also keine Ahnung, es fehlt die Spannung irgendwie. Oder wie geht's euch da? Es ist alles so auf Safe, kommt mir das so vor. Alles so auf Safe. Weiß ich nicht, was ich davon halten soll. Ey, ich bin keiner, der jetzt künstlich irgendwie Spannung haben möchte, so im Sinne von, bau da einen Schreckmoment ein und du weißt, die Charaktere überleben's oder bla bla bla. Das ist schon klar, sowas meine ich jetzt nicht, aber irgendwie, ich weiß es nicht. Weiß nicht, was ich sagen soll. Also im Endeffekt, es fehlt einfach dieser Knaller, wo man sagt, okay, klar, man hat da jetzt nochmal Bock, so 1, 2 Stunden, 3 Stunden zu spielen. Das ist irgendwie... Aber naja, schauen wir es uns mal an.
Shaladrassil's roots still stand.
How?
The Aln dust. But we need more. The surface needs...
No! We will not leave our home defenseless.
We can gather more.
We cannot risk our people for outsiders.
Some branches can burn. Our calling is to protect the roots.
The last time I left, it was about my calling. This time it is about my friends. And I will protect them, with or without your aid.
Azeroth needs our help. I will not stand idly by while she is overwhelmed. I know you will not either. Haldaran's news is dire. If the Lightbloom is frenzying on the surface, then the danger has grown far more quickly than we were prepared to reckon with. We must make for Eversong at once. I will stand against any threat to Alnhara's creation, be it here or in the world above, and I will do it alone, if I must.
May you lend your song to her.
Without the Ondust, we face a grim task. Steel yourself.
Schau, es kann man da was looten.
I have brought what help I could.
Okay. Also wenn das jetzt hier so weitergeht, dann bin ich zufrieden. Dann ist es ein guter Spike. Dann ist zwar meiner Meinung nach trotzdem ein bisschen zu spät. Das ist nach wie vor dann ein Ding. Aber damit wäre ich zufrieden. Perfekte Reihenfolge dann von hier am Ende zum Sunwell.
To think that while we toiled below, the light bloom would spread so aggressively in Eversong. Damn it all. Every victory we win reveals rising danger. Simply culling these creatures is not sufficient. If their bodies are left unattended, the light will seep from their remains and spread through the soil to the surrounding foliage. We must take more drastic measures. Gather the bones of the creatures you slay. If we burn them, perhaps we can prevent their further spread through the roots of this forest.
When the Farstriders first discovered the light bloom, we thought it to be merely an aesthetic change.
Oops.
When the Farstriders first discovered the light bloom, we thought it to be merely an aesthetic change. A small quirk of the Sunwell's influence. Would that we knew then what we know now. These light-frenzied rootways must lead all the way back to...
What do you intend to do, Halduron?
Whatever I must.
ich hab Tank nicht angehabt, lol. Deswegen. Erstmal Fuden hier. Ich hab mich verklickt, Alter.
This is getting us nowhere. Send word to Rama. Have the Magisters make haste to the Sun Crown tree.
Damn it all. For every rootway you torch, two more crop up elsewhere. It is like they're self-perpetuating, spreading in the span of moments. I don't think we can solve this with arrows and magic, even with Orwina's help. We don't have enough Alndust, nor enough Haranir to prevent the spread of this frenzy.
We must not falter.
Do not delay. The longer we wait to cull this growth, the more of this forest the Sindori will lose. It is a shame to see something born of Harandar to wreak such havoc on a place like this. These roots may not cradle Onhara, but they grow towards her all the same.
I shall watch for you.
Was sollte das ein Upgrade sein? Bloß weil da Haste drauf ist, Alter.
Without the Haranir and their magics, I have a way to stop the light bloom from spreading further through the forest, but it isn't exactly a delicate touch. Normally, I'd never dream of resorting to a controlled burn in such a healthy portion of Eversong, but the frenzy is spreading too quickly, and we are running out of options. I've sounded the retreat to my Farstrikers, but some of them haven't responded. I need you to find any rangers in particularly sticky situations, and lend your aid in securing their escape. Without the Haranir and with our ground forces pulled back, our position will be overwhelmed in a matter of minutes. It is time to execute our gambit. Rameth and the Magisters have provided us a mana gem that can be used to overload Lasher's runestones. Take it and infuse the stones with the mana contained therein. That will set the stage for the Magister's ritual. To detonate the rune stones and burn the entirety of Lashra to the ground, we just have to hope the light bloom cannot survive in an inferno.
Sieht ja cool aus. Aber der leuchtet so nice.
May the wind guide your arrows.
If you detonate your runestones, your forests will burn.
We have rebuilt from ashes before, without any alm dust. What other recourse do we have?
Nice. Nein, das hätte funktioniert. Will ich haben. Aber den zweimal. Aber Hintergrund ist folgender, der ist nicht schlecht. Das heißt, den können wir jetzt dann verheizen, wenn wir einen neuen haben.
The light bloom has reached the river. Light of the sun, preserve us. We are out of time.
Without the Haranir, we've done all we can. Now all that is left is to defend the Magisters, and hope that this is enough to stop the frenzy from spreading any further. Most of the Farstriders have retreated to our position. Those that remain are prepared to slip away once the ritual begins. We're out of time. It is now or never.
We must not falter.
Our retreat to safer ground has not gone unnoticed. The Rutani mark us at every turn, and now they mean to cross the river. We have to buy Ramath and the Magisters as much time as we can. If we fail here, the whole of Eversong could be lost. Stand tall. Do not falter. And do your best.
Eigentlich müsste da Reputation bei Silvermoon hochgehen und Harati.
The world watch over you.
By all means, take your time. It is not like we have an army of ravenous tree people marching across the river to devour us.
Build our future upon the backbone of...
Yield, surface dwellers! Your light returns to wash over you!
Root word in Ruya! What is this madness?
Naive Orwena, this frenzy shall lap at the heels of our secret home no longer. I have turned the bloom back on its creators.
War ja irgendwo klar. Da wir den Verrat nicht beim anderen Dude gehabt haben, beim Sultan, ist jetzt hier. Normales Totstellen auch noch machen. Dass das Pet weiterkämpft.
Keep firing and try not to die.
Stop the light bloom alone.
They are relentless. Alnara, give me strength.
It's now or never, Rama! Rama! More? Fall back!
Für immer sagen. Die deutsche Version.
Little sprout.
I cannot believe it. My kin on the surface standing shoulder to shoulder with surface dwellers and wielding the magics of all.
Orwena sets her jaw and flashes you a smile.
But we do not have time for sentiment. We must bring Roya to justice and end this frenzy.
What did the roots bring?
Roya has always been a zealous advocate, but this behavior is beyond the pale. The light bloom must be affecting him, driving him to these dangerous lengths. But we do not have to be like him. This forest need not fall to the bloom like Shaladrassel's roots did. The Harati brought enough Aldus to bolster our allies against corruption and prevent the frenzy from spreading further together. You and I shall spread Alnhara's gift across the forest. This frenzy shall advance no farther.
Aber das kriegen wir doch jetzt bloß, weil ich eben Stoff, Leder und Platte noch als Warband habe, oder? Das ist doch nur deswegen.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Roya has always been a zealous advocate, but this behavior is beyond the pale. The light bloom must be affecting him, driving him to these dangerous lengths. But we do not have to be like him. This forest need not fall to the bloom like Shaladrassel's roots did. The Harati brought enough Aldus to bolster our allies against corruption and prevent the frenzy from spreading further together. You and I shall spread Alnhara's gift across the forest.
I am an expert in the fauna of Eversong, and I can say with certainty that the vast majority of the wildlife here tend to be of fairly average size. But these light-frenzied saptors are decidedly, unequivocally not. One bite from those thorny jaws could claim the lives of a half-dozen far-
Eversong need not burn today.
Alnhara's blessing empowers us. Today, we fight for all of her creation.
Make it swift.
Speak swiftly.
Bring your words.
Make it swift.
Arena, what is this map?
The Haranir are always mighty, but with the goddess's gift shining upon us, we are unstoppable.
May you lend your song.
Between you and our new Haranir allies, my rangers have plenty of ferocious examples to follow. I'll have to consider teaching some of your techniques at the retreat.
Warum kann man das nicht überall drehen? Das finde ich irgendwie doof.
May victory be ours.
The day is nearly won. The Sindori cull every new sprout that blooms, and the Harati ward the surrounding wilds against the frenzy's influence. All that yet remains is to remove this light-bound serpent's misguided head. Rootward and Ruia has opposed our every action, shouted down our every word. But he is still a Rootward, and one with the power of a frenzying Lightbloom host at his beck and call. He is strong, but he does not walk with Alnhara. It is time to end this.
Okay.
Do not fear the dark.
I cannot say we have ever fought a Haranir Root Warden before. Anything we should know?
Show no fear. Ruia is powerful, but he stands alone. This ends here.
Wahrscheinlich alle anderen auch dabei. Oder fast.
Ruia!
Presumptuous whelp! Your transgressions end here.
Ich wusste es, ich wollte es gerade sagen, wir können ihn wahrscheinlich nicht killen. Oh Mann, ey.
I can feel him fleeing through the roots. We have to.
Yes, Oena. Ruia will face judgment. Come, we should fall
Das war
back to
so,
the same
ja.
crown tree.
Aber gut, ich meine, wäre auch wasted, den Typen in der Quest zu killen.
With Ruia in retreat and Almdust in hand, we can drive the frenzy back.
It is over. Though the Lightbloom may never fully recede, its mastermind has been driven back into the Rootway, with the frenzy quelled, and the surrounding forests warded against its advance. We can rest assured that Eversong will not suffer the Lightbloom's spread any farther. We've done it. We've won. It is done. The frenzy is routed. The Root Warden has fled, and the Sindori have reclaimed control of their forests. I can scarcely believe it, but we succeeded. Adventurer, by Alnhara's grace, we found a path forward. Now Haldurin's people invite us to their den. I am not fond of your surface cities, but you have aided me so many times, mine. It is time that the Harati reached out hands of our own.
Your people saved our home, Orwena, and at great cost to yourselves. Your sacrifice shall not go unrecognized. I must insist you join me in Silvermoon.
Orwena, your efforts saved Eversong this day. The Haranir will always have a place in Silvermoon, should they wish it.
For the first time in generations, the Haranir walk upon the surface of Alnhara's creation. Time will tell how her creation receives us in turn. The fighting is far from over. The void claws at your gates and threatens your people. But know this, my friend, from this day forward, any threat that encroaches upon Almhara's bounty will have the Harati to contend with, be it here or deep below the earth.
Okay, es ist dann eine neue Rasse auch, oder was, die man spielen kann.
We have traced Rua's flight through the rootways. As we suspected, he has sought refuge deep within the blinding veil, where the light bloom first took root within Harandar. With Ondust empowering our command of life, we are able to keep the light bloom from spreading uncontrolled. But we will run out of Ondust long before Ruya runs out of patience. Ruya is wise and powerful, but his actions in Eversong prove that his conviction has grown into an uncontrollable fanaticism. He must be stopped. It will take some time for the elders to sort through the consequences of our actions here on the surface. Rest assured. Though, you...
How am I tested?
Though we've triumphed over Ruya and the Light Bloom for now, more remains to be done. The elders will want to convene regarding the Harati's new place in the world. Now that we have stepped out from the shadows of our past, our reticence and fear will not vanish overnight. But this is an important first step. We will be fine, adventurer. Let Orwena and I deal with the elders. The Harati shall be at your side. For now, though, I'd imagine you have more pressing matters to attend to.
We have much to do.
We have traced Rua's flight through the rootways.
Struggle is far
as we
from over.
Thank you, friend. You helped bring my people back into the world. The goddess would be pleased, I think.
We have traced Rua's flight through the rootways. As we suspected, he has sought refuge deep within the blinding veil, where the light bloom first took root within Harandar. With Ondust empowering our command of life, we are able to keep the light bloom from spreading uncontrolled. But we will run out of Ondust long before Ruya runs out of patience. Ruya is wise and powerful, but his actions in Eversong prove that his conviction has grown into an uncontrollable fanaticism. He must be stopped.
Oh Mann, ey. Naja.
Keep an eye out for opportunities for loot when they arise, like now.
Your path leads here.
Silvermoon is grateful for your aid. Silvermoon is grateful for your aid.
We shall not falter.
Ah, Alleria is unlocked, da schau her.
Where should we focus our efforts?
Silvermoon is great champion. We have a bit of a delicate situation. The Vanguard of the Light has just informed me they have taken Magister Umbric into custody. Apparently he was trying to get close to the Sunwell. I do not have to tell you that tensions are high between my city and the Vanguard. We need Umbric to continue his research if we are to have a chance at contending with the Voidstorm. I want you to represent me in negotiating Umbric's release. Whether we like him or not, we need him.
Okay.
Silvermoon is grateful for your aid.
We need both Umbric and the Vanguard.
When Halderon burst into a war council shouting about hidden worlds and ancient warriors, I thought he had gone mad. But now that I've seen the Harneer with my own eyes, we are lucky to have them as potential allies. And lucky to have you, I'd say, in brokering that relationship. There is more for us to do, but I've no doubt that the Harati will prove vital allies to Silvermoon in the days to come.
What I do for Quel'Thalas.
Lorthamar,
Where should we
what we
focus our
saw
efforts?
out there, the light drove the Rotani to zealotry and madness.
Watch your tone, Halderon. Blasphemy doesn't suit a man of your stature.
He was speaking to his Lord Regent.
We assume benevolent motives, but have seen the light used by the wicked before.
Without the light, your precious city, all of Azeroth would have been lost.
No one is questioning the light's grace, Turalyon, least of all the Sindori.
We seek to avoid its corruption, the light being turned against us. We are your friends, Turalyon, your family.
Family? Of course. The light bloom is an anomaly. But nothing that should diminish our faith in the light.
Wir fragen wir den alten Haudegen mal. Okay.
The dark times will pass. Keep your wits about you.
Your gold is welcome here. Hold your head high.
Farewell.
Time is of the essence.
Welcome, adventurer. Would you like to list a crafting order with us today?
Okay.
Treat my wares with care.
It is a
Hello.
day for flying.
How may I help?
Beware the deep places of the earth.
Greetings. Are you seeking instruction in skinning? Greetings. Greetings. Are you seeking instruction in
Greetings. Are you seeking instruction in leatherworking?
Sun, chase your
Greetings. Are you seeking
shall
instruction
not
in
falter.
leatherworking?
Nice.
Are you planning a purchase? Treat my wares with care.
I was investigating the void to help you!
We will not be tempted by your offers of help, Void Elf.
Ansek Shamar.
There
The
is
vanguard
harm
of the light
in
caught
service.
Magister Umbrig getting close to the Sunwell. I had to intervene to ensure they did not execute him on sight. Lothraction and I are both very familiar with the corrupting nature of certain magics and their influence. It seems we took very different lessons from those experiences, however. I agree with Lothar, though I also understand this is a politically complicated situation. Magister Umbric is not a citizen of Silver Moon. He and the Rendori are exiles, which means Lothar has no authority. Even if Umbric were a citizen, he is also a Magister. That means he falls under the auspice of Grand Magister Raman, who seems to have taken Umbric's use of void magic as a personal betrayal.
Find your
Did Lord
purpose.
Amar send you? Umbric was once a colleague before he turned to the Void. He was always reckless. You might call it bold, but his approach to magic showed no respect for the boundaries we carefully established to safeguard this world. Now he has gone too far.
Hey, der war doch vorhin auch dabei, wie uns der andere das gesagt hat.
Lorthamar may believe he has authority here, but Umbric is a magister and thus subject to my judgment and authority. What is more, he and his kind were exiled for their practices. Void magic is not just a taboo. It is fundamentally evil at its very core. Lorthamar is blinded by his desperation. Yes, we must save Silver Moon and the Sunwell, but to turn to the Void, Number Umbric is not only using the Void, but relying on techniques refined by one of our greatest betrayers. It will be harder to rely only on the light or arcane to find a way into the Void Storm, but they will be far more trustworthy methods than what Umbric plans.
All paths are possible.
I was simply attempting to get a closer reading on the Void Storm. Look, we do not have time for their distrust of my methods. Can't you feel it? The Void Storm is not growing weaker, Dot. It is getting stronger. The Sunwell cannot maintain its defense much longer. I need to find a way into the Void Storm. And to do that, I need to evaluate the data I just gathered without getting killed by zealots. Can you help talk them down?
Do not bend to the
Did
whispers.
Lorthamar send you? Umbric was once a...
The Vanguard of the Light. I agree with Lothar, though I also understand this is a politically complicated. Really, if we do not go on the offensive soon, we will be destined to fall to the Void. Well, Illidan once said, sometimes the hand of fate must be forced.
There is still much
Our
to be
caution of allowing a Void Elf as powerful as Magister Umbric near the Sunwell is warranted. Alleria Windrunner approached the Sunwell a few years ago, and it altered the magic just by her presence. Granted, she holds a dark Neru within her, but I am not about to risk letting a creature so given to the Void that close to the Sunwell. I do not recognize Lorthamar's authority in this matter. This Void Elf is an exile, and by his very nature considered to be a threat to the Sunwell and our forces here. Umbric is not a citizen of Silver Moon, nor are we subservient to the rules of a Regent Lord when it comes to our war with the Void. He may counsel, not give orders. Tempting, too tempting. I doubt we could trust a path presented by a minion of the Void, but we need to do something. The Sunwell is holding for now, but this is not a stalemate. The Void Storm will begin breaching our defenses soon if something does not change. We must go on the offensive. Farewell. Our caution...
The Vanguard of the Light knows our business when it comes to war with the Void. The forces there are predatory, infectious, cancerous, and consuming. This is how they fight. They wear the face of a friend or offer a deal, and then before you know it, another world is devoured.
Klingt nach Intelligence Service Arbeit, oder?
We have already compromised our legions enough for Silver Moon. Lord Thamar is thinking too small. We are not here to save a city. We are here to save all of Azeroth.
Azeroth. Azeroth.
I have no doubt that is true. Yet can we trust him to give us a path we can use? Or is it for his own personal gain? We need to go on the offensive, but again, this is how the Void infests worlds. They offer you a hand in your time of need, and then
Our caution of allowing a void
the vanguard of the light. We have already compromised our lead. I have no doubt that is true. Yet can we trust him to give us a path we can use? Or is it for his own personal gain? We need to go on the offensive, but again, this is how the Void infests worlds. They offer you a hand in your time of need, and then take everything from you. Queen Anshurik, Queen Ashura, Nexus King Salhadadar. All of these people accepted a hand offered when they were most desperate. We must rise
Da hat
above
sie
them.
sogar recht.
Our own auguries are researching this. They do not have a solution yet, but neither does this void-stained elf. We cannot bring the Vindicar to bear here due to the suppressive magics. Teleportation and flight magics cannot breach the storm. Yet we will find a way in. We must have faith that we will find a way.
Did Lord Amar send you? Lord Amar may believe he has authority here, but Umbric is a magister and thus subject to my judgment and Lord Amar is blinded by his desperation. Yes, we must save Silvermoon and the Sunwell, but to turn to the Void, Umbric is not only using the...
The vanguard of the light caught magic. I agree with Lord Amar, though I also understand
High
that...
Commander, you will release Magister Umbric, if you please.
No! This elf has made their allegiance known.
They have. To me. Time and time again, Umbric and his Rendori have shown their loyalty to the Alliance, despite persecution and distrust. You do not have the time to imprison him, nor the grounds to execute him.
But Umbric
is fond of bold actions. Is that what I heard you say, Grand Magister? Now is the time for bold actions. Release him. I accept full responsibility.
Fine. On your head, be it. Our caution of allowing a Void Elf as powerful as Magister Umbric near the Sunwell is warranted. Alleria Windrunner approached the Sunwell a few years ago.
Come with an open mind.
Thank you for your intercession. While I prize my...
The Vanguard will not allow you to approach the Sunwell. Results will change that.
Results? I have no tools, no support, and zealots on both sides hunting me.
If you found a pathway to Xal'atath, the Vanguard would leave, to say nothing of the power your people could acquire.
Thank you for your intercession. While I prize myself on doing what is necessary for Silvermoon and the Sunwell, I have a feeling my own patience would have worn thin, and I would have said something that all of us would have regretted.
Where should we focus our efforts?
Archbishop Alonsus Fail has left a message asking to speak with you in regards to a project.
Bishop Alonsus Fowl has a plan to support those of the Sunwell, and to help Eretor.
Silvermoon is grateful for your aid.
Das ist super.
Champion, we're going to save the Sunwell. More importantly, we're going to fix that broken young man.
Thank
Are
you for
you a
coming
seeker
here.
of light or darker paths?
As do many of our priests and champions. One champion in particular. I have been tasked with bolstering the vanguard of the light that empower need your help, though not just for that simple task. A mutual friend, Orator, is stuck. Stuck in his grief and anger over that tragic conflict between him and his father. I am just an old priest that has been raised from the dead. But I've found that a quest is just the thing to set a young paladin by. Would you help?
Such a troubled boy. That'll happen when your father leaves a gaping wound in your chest. Not to worry, I have a plan.
Was sind denn jetzt die Stelle hier nochmal?
What do you seek, adventurer? Allow me to mark that on your map.
Are you planning a purchase?
What do you seek, adventure? Allow me to mark that on your map.
We shall not falter.
Oh. Hä? Ah.
What needs bring you here?
Okay. Also, dass der Killer nicht Exotic ist, das ist echt wild. Und dass der auch kein Character Model Upgrade kriegt, ist auch wild. Wobei, andererseits mag ihn, wie er ist. Aber scheiß drauf, dann machen wir den als Ding. Ja, dann lassen wir so.
May the eternal sun guide you.
Yes. Yes. Nice. Gut, dann sprechen wir noch mit dem Dude, Leute, und dann mache ich Feierabend für heute. Ah ne, ich mache vorher schon Feierabend. Mit dem spreche ich bei der nächsten Folge. Meine Lieben, ich wünsche euch wie immer eine wunderschöne Nacht, einen wunderschönen Tag oder was sonst bei dir ist. Ja, dass wir jetzt hier mit der Quest fertig sind in Harantir? Nee. Haranda. Ja. Haranda. Ja. Ja. Also ich bin auf jeden Fall erfreut. Wie gesagt, das ist ganz cool, aber die Geschichte dahinter einfach, irgendwas hat gefehlt, so ein bisschen mehr Biss. Weiß nicht. Also da fand ich das wesentlich cooler. Aber schauen wir mal, vielleicht ist es, also sind wir mal ehrlich, hier die Nebenquests, die haben wir noch nicht gemacht, vielleicht machen es ja die dann aus. Aber von der Hauptquest her, naja. Oh, was ist das? Whitestone? Nexus Point Xenas? What the fuck? War of the problem. Naja. Ich bin gespannt. Also. Aber ist es auch eine Zone? Ist sie schon immer da? Ja. Ach so, man hätte eigentlich Eversong, dann die Insel, dann Sulaman oder zuerst Adator, dann Eversong, dann Sulaman, Harantor, Voidstorm. Oder was wäre die Reihenfolge? Jetzt bin ich. Er ist auch klein, oder? Sieht klein aus. Bin ich ja mal gespannt. Naja, meine Lieben. Ich würde sagen, ins Outro rollen wir heute ausnahmsweise mal nicht. Und das auch nur, weil wir in einem Livestream sind.